In this video, I'm going to talk through how the sociological factors of home, family, and money can affect an athlete's development. Then I will go through how you can change your talent pathway to accommodate the negative aspects. The place you live in can have a massive effect on the opportunities you have access to in sport. For example, someone from a small village in Wiltshire will be less likely to become a world-renowned football player as someone in a town like Preston, because there simply aren't the facilities to participate. And also, if someone lives in a big city like Birmingham, then they will also struggle because there aren't the resources to go around for all the people. This will result in the player getting drowned out by the sheer number of other players and be less likely to be scouted. The work of Coate, MacDonald and Barker stated that there is an optimal size of city for someone to excel in sport. This is had a population of 50,000 to 100,000. So if you don't live in one of these cities, you are significantly less likely to be successful in sport. The next factor is families. Say you live in this optimal city size, you still need to have a good support network at home. For example, if a 10-year-old wants to become the next Usain Bolt, but his parents won't take him to the running club's weekly meet, then he's a lot less likely to do so. Whereas a child from down the road, whose mum and dad will take him across the country to competitions each weekend, is a lot more likely to become Usain Bolt than the other kid. Money can play a massive part in the development of an athlete. For example, the work of Rowley and Graham in 1999 found that there was a higher level of participation dropout in sport from families with lower incomes. One of the reasons for this is that the families may not be able to afford to take their children to competitions because they're too far away, or they may not be able to give their child the latest equipment, so that child's enjoyment of sport will be lessened because they're constantly getting beaten by the kid who has a better bike. So we now know what sociological factors can affect talent development and how. But how can we change our talent pathways to accommodate these effects? Well, for birthplace, the program should be divided up with their resources by population, not area size. Therefore, every person would arguably have an equal chance of being spotted or getting the right support. As for family support, there isn't a great deal you can do other than educate and encourage riders to be more self-sufficient at an early age. For example, in the British cycling pathway, at the CCT level, you can make a rule that the children have to sign themselves on and are in charge of themselves during the session. So, for example, if it's raining and they need to put a waterproof on, it's their job to do that and make that decision, not the parent who's shouting at them from the side of the track. Finally, for money, bursaries could be made available for riders who are financially challenged to help them with the costs of getting sessions and races. Furthermore, restrictions on equipment should be made so that athletes of, say, 12 years old can't be riding £2,000 bikes, because it would be unnecessary for a rider of that age. If you make these implementations when designing your own talent development pathway, then you'll dramatically increase the effect it has. Thank you for watching.